So he actually took a paternity test. Yeah. He went to a very reputable doctor here in Serafina Town. Did it all the legit way, and he did it. I don't know all the rules, but weren't paternity tests banned on the show? I don't know about all that. I know that they did a time jump, a 2-week time jump, so there was no countdown. But I don't know about all that. I just waiting for the results, that's all. I know I've been dealing with your sister's engagement party planning, and I've been a little MIA, and I'm sorry for that, but how has the last 2 weeks been waiting? It's been tense, because Brian told me that if he's not the father, he doesn't want to do this anymore. When I thought all along he was going to stick around because he loved me, but I don't know. Just try not to think about it. I don't even know if I should ask this, but when do you get the results? When does Brian find out if he's the father? He should be picking up the results as we speak. You know, he had the option to have them mailed to him and emailed to him, but he wanted to be at the office and make sure everything was legit, so... Oh, my God, okay. Can I ask how accurate these results are so you don't have to take a million of them like last time? It's 99.9% accurate. There's really no chance of it being wrong, so this is it. One time, and I know the rest of my future, I guess. Well, Miranda, I know I've been hard on him with the allegations and everything in between, but I do hope he's the father of Charlotte. For your sake. Yeah. Me too. So I heard through the grapevine, Brian took a paternity test. How do you even know that? I say grapevine because it's just weird to admit that me and Miranda talk on occasion. And she, for whatever reason, felt the need to tell me that. Alright, well that sucks because we all know he's not the father. You say that with such confidence and carelessness. If he's not the father, you know what that means. It means I'll have more child support, that's what it means. It means that being comfortable financially won't be an option again. And I'll have to find a way to deal with that again. But I always do, so what does it matter? Well, anyway, I'm always trying to grow as a person now. Always trying to do positive things, and I know I never made up for what I did to you, physically, with that knife. So I have a bit of a surprise for you. A surprise? I don't mean to keep talking about your medication, but that's gotta be the medication, because out of all the years I've known you as my mother, never surprised me with nothing. I was able to switch your visitation rights day to Halloween. So now you'll be able to see Junior in his costume, and, you know, I did briefly mention it to Miranda, and she didn't seem to care all that much. Oh. Thank you. Now I know it still has to be tied to the neutral setting, but at least you'll still get to take pictures with him, see him in his costume. Ma, I appreciate you going out of your way unexpectedly, but I actually committed to my girlfriend Kendra that day. She said that I could finally meet her son and we could all go trick-or-treating. Joey, I spoke to 3 different people to arrange your day to be changed. And I don't want you to become one of those fathers who do more for other people's kids than his own. It's about image. And if it were to get out that you went to see Kendra's kid on Halloween, how does that look? I can't even believe I have to persuade you of not doing that. We have a paternity test to worry about. You know, those results. I want to know what those results are. So, 2 weeks are over. You got them. What are the results?
I don't want to tell you the results in the house. Why don't you let your mom watch the kids? Go to a restaurant. I'd rather tell you somewhere nice.
Oh God. Is it bad?
We'll find out in the restaurant. Because I've been thinking. I shouldn't have said what I said to you before getting these results. Because the second that they handed me the envelope without even opening it, I couldn't picture my life without you. When I first fell in love with you, it was unconditional. And it should have stayed that way. No matter what this envelope says. So let's go to the restaurant, alright?
What's the matter with you, baby? You seem upset. My baby's father. All of a sudden he wants to take our kid trick-or-treating and he's putting up a big fight now. What a scumbag. Ruining our plans like that. Now I'm not gonna get to trick-or-treat with your son. You know, that's beta male energy right there. I'm still taking him. I made plans, but I like that he fights to take his kid. You know, like, I complain, but the fact that he wants to take his kid trick-or-treating is what a man should do as a father, you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's admirable. Every man should want to trick-or-treat with their kid, not put anyone else first. I get what you mean. I ain't letting that bring me down anyway. Are you still coming with us? Yeah. I already committed. I don't break my commitments. So yeah. Alright, good. You know, you lucky you don't have to deal with this type of drama in your life.
Alright, Miranda. You ready for the results?
Of course I'm ready. Been ready from day one. Been ready for 2 weeks. I just want to say, look, I know if you're not the father, you don't want to be in Charlotte's life because it's too painful or whatever, but it doesn't have to be that way. Like, we can be okay. We can work through it. Like, just because she would be Joey's daughter, it didn't stop you from caring about Junior. It didn't stop our life from being good. That's all I have to say about it.
I know. And again, I'm sorry for everything I said before all this. Here.
You're the father. All this, and you're the father. I told you all along. I told you. Why did you put me through all this?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I told you from day one that you were the dad. I never doubted it once, not once.
I held off telling you and took you to this restaurant because I know the hell you went through when it comes to paternity tests, not even a year ago. I know that debacle, and I know that you couldn't even say the words paternity tests without feeling horrible. So, when I found out that I was the father, I wanted to take you to someplace nice where you could read the results and be happy. So now, instead of cringing whenever you hear paternity tests or feeling like, oh, this again, you'll think of something positive. It's like a happy ending with all that stuff. You don't have to look at paternity tests and feel terrible now, because you finally got a good one.
Well, it's definitely a happy ending. This is all I've ever wanted, and I can't explain the feeling that I have right now. You're officially no longer infertile. You never have to worry about that again. You're the dad. You're Charlotte, Gina, Montgomery's father.
Yeah. You know how saying paternity tests was kind of like saying Voldemort? Well, that's how I feel now about the word infertile. 'Cause that's history. I'm a dad now.
I know it's weird for you to see her stuff since you guys dated, but did you see her paternity test post about Brian? That he's the dad? I did, actually. I find it cute that they turned something that's considered kind of trashy into something that's positive. I'm just glad I don't have to ever deal with paternity tests. Yeah. You and I may have our ups and downs, but I love you.